Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the show. Today on Tallidus Plays, we're back in Project Zomboid, build 42, and we're using a mod called Pillows Forked Scenarios, and this presents us with a variety of challenges that we can pick from. I think we might mix it up, and let's try the hospital challenge this time. Sandbox settings, I'm just going to leave these all at default. Apocalypse settings, probably let's do Wakeful for this challenge, since we're starting in a hospital. And without further ado, let's start the hospital challenge in Project Zomboid. Alright, I wonder what my status is. Oh, it's pitch black. Oh, looks like I don't actually have a broken bone, so that's nice. And I don't think I'm drunk either, so maybe something didn't trigger. I'm gonna have to stumble and find some light switch here. Oh, okay, that was a lucky guess. Saw the door, that's usually where it's located. So I'm in the hospital. No ailments though. So we got some antibiotics, we got antidepressants and painkillers. I guess we'll grab all that. Notably though, I have absolutely no clothes on except for my hospital gown, which gives us basically nothing other than modesty. Let me wear this surgical mask. It actually does give you a little bit of a scratch defense, so we'll wear that. These bandages we can clean. Definitely take the suture needle. I feel like medicine's not going to be an issue in this particular playthrough. Let's wash all clothing. Wash all bandages. Alright. Let me just check the weight here real quick. Let's see how we're doing here. 95 kilos. A little heavy. I have to do a little bit of a cardio. Otherwise, looking not too shabby. Some shoes would be nice though. Can't really do much with bare feet. Get the crouch mode and see what we can see. Can I get an idea of where I'm at with the map? Let's check this out. Here's how. Now I'm in a hospital. So that really narrows it down. We're in a hospital, folks. Anywhere actually. I don't see the edge of the map. Okay. So I think if that's the, I think we're meant to be. Oh wow, this could be. Where are we? Am I tripping? Are we in like Muldrow or something? I don't know my Zomboid street names that well, so I can't really remember if and where Pierce Avenue is. This feels like it might be West Point. Also, I've completely lost the sauce. I don't know where we're at. Can I recenter the map? C center? There it is. Okay. Well, we'll figure it out, I'm sure, soon enough. Yeah, that's where we're at. So not a massive hospital, thankfully. Possibly a doctor's office. And yeah, my short-sightedness is not great because we don't have glasses on. I didn't think that through. So apologies, this is not a filter. This is actually my short-sightedness coming out. So we're gonna have to figure that out and hopefully get glasses at some point. Claw hammer, definitely equipping that. We're gonna have to knock out a zombie very, very early so that we can get some shoes, basic clothing on. I might call this the Chinkies playthrough because I don't have glasses. Chinkies. Can't see without my glasses. So we have our gloves on, surgical gloves, tweezers, never a bad grab. Because I'm very concerned with the feet being exposed that we will step into broken glass, and that is gonna ruin your whole day. On these lights, and let's see, there should be a couple doors over here. What's over this way? Oh, the doctor's office itself. Just got anything on the desk for us? Briefcase, which we might use as a storage device for now. I think we need the paperwork, but we will pick up the briefcase, equip it in our offhand. There we are. I have my attaché. Oh, is there a trash can? What did I see here? Chopsticks. Okay. Another office with some alcohol. Okay, that's all good. We'll take the scalpel just in case we need that. Let's see. Ooh, we got medical pants. Better than nothing, so we're wearing these. I guess this is instead of the hospital gown, but you know what? I think I'd rather have the pants, to be honest, at this point. We'll go shirtless if it means we have pants. Next objective, shoes, and then glasses. It's the little things, folks. Okay, let's go around here. I can almost feel that sound effect of the bare feet. Kind of flip-flopping on the ground here. Alright, let's check this office out. We've got eye makeup, we've got a pen. We'll grab that actually from map notes, if we get that far. Far enough to need to make notes on the map. Paperwork, ooh, maple syrup, and some rotten meat dumplings. We won't be eating those, but the maple syrup is always good calories. So that'll come in handy. Also, we are going to grab an empty bottle. I'd prefer plastic over glass for weight purposes, but we just need something to hold water in for now. Straight sugar, we might leave that. It's not going to help us too much calorically, but... let's see. Ooh, fresh apple and peach. We'll grab those for the road. Maybe I can put all these food items in my little briefcase here, right? An apple, a peach, and some maple syrup. I'm like a health-conscious Canadian. Drink some water. Then we'll fill our bottle. And then we're going to wash everything that we can wash for now. And we need every possible advantage because we're about to venture out onto these zombie-filled streets. Again, as far as my character knows, he just woke up in an empty doctor's office with no signs of life, so he's quite confused. And also, you can barely see. Oh! What's that gentleman doing standing out in the street? How odd. If only I could get a better look at his face. I have no idea what's wrong with him. Rubber hose could come in handy. I believe you need that for gasoline siphoning nowadays. Mental health management. Could possibly need that right now. Check that, and I think we have sleeping pills already. We don't. Let's, actually, we'll keep the gown for potential cosmetic purposes. I think we have sleeping pills, yes, or we just pick those up. Don't think we need the antidepressants and the painkillers. We already have those, so we'll leave those behind. Again, we got to save a little bit of weight here as we venture out into the world proper. But there's a couple more items of business to do, which is mainly, hopefully, find some shoes. It's not going to happen. All right, well, I think we've done all we can do. I don't really want to... Oh, yeah, we're going to have to fight this guy. Let's let him in. Oh, wait a second. That's not just a normal guy. Some sort of undead creature. Okay, so let me crouch again here. We're going to have to kill probably everything in the immediate area before we can do any looting. That claw hammer was a very lucky find. So we can't really even stomp on people with the bare feet, so... Ooh, are those glasses? Reading glasses can... Oh, they're not prescription, though. Damn, so close. Okay. Well, either way, we do have a few items to loot here. Ranger pants, ranger shirt. So let's wear these shoes first and foremost. Ooh, heavy socks, we'll wear those. Okay. Looking for things without holes in them, if possible, so let's focus on that first. Baggy jeans, better than nothing. Lumberjack shirt, also better than nothing. Got a t-shirt. I think, can I wear this underneath the lumberjack? Yes. Comb, wallet, socks, sneakers. Alright, so we're already much better off than we were just moments ago. Let's drop anything we're not currently wearing. I think the pants we can just drop for now. Kill these guys. Try to get our bearings a little bit more if we can. Digital watch, even better. And then on left. Leather coat, don't mind if I do. And then, are these shoes? Yeah, I think these shoes are slightly better. Let's wear those. What kind of shoes was I wearing? Oh, same difference. Okay. Wear those. I am on the quest for glasses because this is honestly, I wear glasses in real life. This is honestly one of the scariest concepts to me, is the idea that I can't see any further than like 5 feet in a disaster scenario. So like, even if something horrible is happening, if it looks really cool, I still couldn't see it. So, ooh, a little quickie mart. Let's check this out. Is this a police station? Maybe that's a Gigamart. It's got gasoline pumps, so I think it might be a Gigamart. Are we in Louisville? I think we might be in Louisville. Hold on, can I? It seems like a very far ways out. We might be in more centralized area. Oh, this is the pharmacy. Oh, that makes sense. Get your prescriptions filled conveniently right next door. Also, they might have glasses in here, if I'm not mistaken. Box of garbage bags. Again, that's a long-term survival thing, but we'll grab it. Being a little optimistic with my survival chances right now, but, you know. That's the name of the game, Project Zomboid, is optimism overcoming pessimism. Some gum. Why not? Use our spirits later. I could use a better satchel or backpack at this point. I have a few more alcohol wipes. I'm not going to get too many more bandages, though. We got plenty from the doctor's office there. Let's check the back room. Got any hardware for me? Rubber gloves. Ooh, that's what I'm talking about. A hacksaw. Screwdriver. So that's two very important things. Get your soggy screwdriver. We already have a hammer, as long as it doesn't get broken. The handle condition's a little worse for the wear, but otherwise, not too shabby. And here is a little restaurant, bistro area. Let's check the kitchen here. Click on the lights. Oh, it's the bathroom. Oh, okay, that's just a bathroom for customers, I guess. Patron has decided to do a little bit of door busting. A little early for the Bluebird special. Alright. Click on the lights, and we'll check the kitchen. And we are in that sweet spot of the game where even all the refrigerated items should still be edible at this point. Of course, I say that and find nothing except for some potatoes, but you know what? Potatoes are food too. We'll grab those. Actually, we're going to throw all this in my handy-dandy briefcase. Okay. Good, kind of put the potatoes in there. Chocolate bar and my gum. Well, hacksaw, I'm not going to use that regularly. Screwdriver either. Okay. Well, look at this. We're a regular John in the town here. Oh, wait, there is a fridge over here. Let's check that out. I didn't see the store. Excellent. There we go. Ooh, butter. Delicious 3,200 calorie butter. Doesn't go bad. Just makes you a little sad. Eat a peach on the way here. Face mask on, and we are still on the sounds like somebody else lost his glasses just then. Let's sneak in here, and let's keep an eye out for, you know, I'm not used to seeing these chopsticks floating around. Ooh, Nova Pops candy. What? We're throwing candy away. That's crazy. Please. There we go. Yeah, I feel like this is the back of a Mega Mart. Yeah, food for days. Smirkers bar. Hungry? Why wait? Grab a Smirkers. Got all this delicious refrigerated meat. Honestly, ooh, that's dark. So I'm smeared up against the front door. Let's go around front and see if we can. Oh, I can hear him. There you are. Just busted in that front door. This is not a bad area to be, if I'm being honest. We got gas pumps, we got food for days, refrigeration. How many zombies are outside? Let's see if we can't maybe convince these guys to just stay outside. Yeah, why don't we do a little bit of a jog around here? I don't know if I want to fight all these, but we might be able to, I whisper, yeah, there you go, come on over. Red Rover, and let's see if we can't maybe convince these folks to just leave the immediate area. Why are you not reacting? There we go. Okay. Again, it's tricky to herd these zombies sometimes. You gotta get close enough for them to start chasing you with enough gusto. Again, we want to really make sure we don't have too many stragglers. I can take out 1 or 3, but not like 15s. What I'm gonna try to do here is grab all these guys. See, that's the unfortunate. Back here. Grab these folks, and then we'll head out. What is this? Some sort of neon sign. So what I'm going to do here is basically go through this building. We have this little through cut here. We should be able to just simply dodge around, maybe hop the fence if necessary. And then, yeah. We should be all gone from that immediate vicinity. Lots of houses. So yeah, we're going to cut off their line of sight 2 times. Okay, we might pick up 1 or 2 going through here, but basically I'm going to just retrace my footsteps and leave them in my dust. There we go. So now if we go back into the exact same place, we still have this guy out back. I don't like that, but we'll have to just deal with it for now. So now when we go back into the grocery store, Bob's your uncle. Can we turn on these lights? Oh, there we go. Now we're talking. I really need glasses, though. My goodness. I don't suppose they would keep glasses in any of these, would they? Doesn't make too much sense, but you never know. I think this is meant to be kind of a catch-all. It's not just food, you know? Maybe some other goods. Primarily food, yes. Look at that, there's a broom, box of tissues, some steel wool, soap, toilet paper. It's a grocery store, let's be honest. Okay. The pro maneuver here would be to grab everything that's perishable and chuck it in these fridges while they still have power. So, why don't we do that? I think we will, yeah. Go supermarket sweep on these produce items and see if we can't save as much as possible here. It's very rare that I'm next to a grocery store on like day 1, so we are making the best of the scenario. Again, we're just grabbing everything. I do like in Build 42, it seems like they've really expanded the food variety. So it's not just like apples and cabbage and like potatoes, but now there's like avocados. Looks like they might have updated some of the imagery for some of the things as well. You got kales, mushrooms. Again, I think a lot of this has existed in prior builds, but again, I don't know. It seems kind of interesting. So, a quick little hop over here. Again, we want to use the freezers if possible. So if there's a freezer, that is our priority over the cooled fridges. So this is a cool fridge area, but normally they have like a wall of normal looking fridges. I don't see that here, so I guess we'll just go to the normal fridge. Okay, that's fine. Alright, everything that is fresh, chuck in there. Alright, including all of this. Excellent. And then honestly, why don't we grab all the fresh stuff out of my little box here as well. Peaches, potatoes, yams, ham, tomatoes, potatoes. Okay. And then we have the baked goods as well. Can't forget those, right? Don't leave a good bagel behind. Again, am I being a little over thorough? Yes. Am I being very optimistic? Sure. But if we're able to save all of this, then we're good for like, I don't know, 2 months in game with proper preservation. At least until the power goes out. Then things get a little different. All right, let's grab all of these as well. Brussels sprouts, eggplant. I mean, you could make a mean green curry with some of this stuff. And then we got cake slices. Apparently my character is allergic to cake. Hot dog buns, muffins, sugar cookies. Amazing. All right. Back to the fridge we go. Chuck it all in there. Looking excellent. Okay. The suitcase as well. I guess we'll throw the butter in there too. I do want to keep a couple items on us, but I think at this point, maybe just an apple or so, an apple a day will keep the zombies away. Who knows? We'll just eat an apple for now. So I'm kind of torn because somebody's smearing up against the window over here. I think over this way, maybe? No, it sounds like they're down here. I'm trying to keep these windows intact. So let's hop outside. We'll see where he's smearing his face. Is he smearing his face? I don't see zombies. I hear him, though. I don't like it. Are they inside? No. This is another minor thing, but it's a good idea. Open your doors. Just make sure they're unlocked. Again, in a single-player game, there's no reason to just leave everything unlocked at all times. When you're running from a zombie, you'll be glad you did. Maybe they're in here? Let's see. Where's the light switch in here? This one? Okay, ooh, vehicle key. McCoy Chevalier. That might be the truck outside that I saw. That could be a very good idea. Nothing there. I'm concerned that the zombie I heard might have been upstairs, which would make a lot of sense. Because it sounds like he was directly above me. Ooh, we also have a pipe wrench. Vital for long-term survival. We can get plumbing going, attach some rain barrels to some sinks, and we are even better off. I mean, what started as a hospital challenge is kind of turning into a bit of a... Oh, okay. Looks like some of my pals might have followed me all the way around here. So let's grab them. Howdy, howdy. Follow me this way, folks. And we're just going to lead them away because I don't want them to know exactly where I'm going. And we're a little hot because it's 76 degrees and I'm wearing a heavy leather coat. But I feel like I am taking proper zombie precautions with my... rubber gloves and my surgical mask, so I'm not going to apologize for being a little health conscious in the zombie apocalypse. Second verse, same as the first. We run around the building, break line of sight twice, and hopefully we don't come across another horde. Right here, I think we're going to be okay. I do want to take care of that guy at some point. Looks like that point might be nowish. So they should all be kind of around this way. He is currently coming at me. So we'll take him over near the pharmacy, we'll fight him, and hope that these guys don't kind of pop up behind me. Again, this short-sightedness is kind of frustrating. So hopefully we'll figure out that sooner than later here. And we will keep the... I like the beret, we'll wear that. Yeah, hopefully we'll be able to keep the glasses on in the future. I don't know why I'm wearing a pair of just readers, but you know, I guess it's just for fashion purposes right now. Oh. Okay, nothing going there. Let's crouch. Oh, we got one more coming around the corner. Let's go back this way. And we know we should have a little small pack kind of lingering over here. But that's fine. I'll be able to take care of them sooner than later. For now, we're just focused on survival. And potentially getting our base started. And I think this grocery store might be our base. It's got an upstairs. It doesn't have many entrances, but it does have a couple of nice little emergency exits. It's got gas pumps right here. So as long as we're able to get a generator situated and keep the doors intact, then it'll be looking pretty good. Let's go upstairs. Again, I'm 90% sure that I heard a zombie up here. It was smearing against a window, so keep our eyes peeled for that. Keeping our eyes peeled all together, actually, since we don't have glasses on. Also, the sooner I find glasses, the sooner I can stop complaining about it. What do we have? Twine. Boards. Oh! Yep, so you think that zombie shattered that glass. That's what I was hearing earlier. Okay, well, I'll kill somebody up here. That's fine. We'll just leave that. Just kind of leave that room blocked off for now. Try not to make too much noise, because again, we don't want to draw zombies inside. I'm doing a decent job at keeping them outside. I'd like to keep it that way. Okay, so this is technically... I love how I actually can't read it. Nutrish, maybe, or Nourish Market? And what's cool is we could actually sledge this if we wanted to do a rooftop farm right over this gas station area. So... Again, that requires a lot of dirt, shoveling. So I might be putting the cart before the horse there. It'd be a good time to probably get a little bit more water in my bottle here. Throw the hose. A couple other things we don't exactly need right now. We don't need all of this on us. Keep it in the tweezers though. Also, do we need painkillers, sleeping pills, garbage? No, we don't need this. So we don't actively need it, potentially for healing or food purposes, then we're leaving it. But yeah, I see no problem with making this the base. I think this might be the way. Fill our bottle. Let's wash everything while we still have water. All clothing, all weapons. Okay. Alright. So main two issues here. I have yet to get a TV situated. And we have yet to find our glasses. Fudge pop and ice cream. Okay, I don't know if I need all that, but let's kill a couple zombies here. Again, this is our best bet of finding said glasses. Also, weaponry. We only have this hammer. And it occurs to me that we're going to need to actually get another weapon very soon, because these are not going to hold it. Ooh, leather gloves. We'll wear those for sure. Key ring. Let's throw this on the ground and take the keys off. And again, one of the glorious things about Build 42, heavy sarcasm here, is that all of the keys have weight. 0.01 kilograms to be exact. So, yes, 100 keys weighs a kilogram. I think that might be not exactly unrealistic, but there's sometimes where a game can be too realistic. If you've seen any of my other videos, you've heard me complain about this before. So I'll leave it at that. Ooh, gas can. I like how it's tainted. It's gasoline. I'm sure it's all tainted. I'm not exactly going to drink it. Logs, rags, ropes, twine, hard hat. I mean, I don't know if that's worth the discomfort for now, but we'll keep that in mind. Wood axes. I mean, we're going to definitely put one of these on our back, right? Can we attach this to the back? Yes, absolutely. Okay, that's pretty nice. This is the McCoy logging truck. I think I have the key for this. Certainly looks like I do. Dust mask, measuring tape. Best of Bojangles. Alright, let's see. Do I have gas in this vehicle? Get out of town. Actually, this seems like a very reasonably, not too bad a condition. We're just going to pull it back here so we can fill her up. then we'll take a peek under the hood and see how it's looking in terms of condition. All the way up. Again, we're going to try to hoard all the gas possible before the power goes out, because then the only way to get gas is to get a generator and hook it up to the gas pumps. Let's see how we're looking under the hood here. Ooh, boy. Rear left tire is not the best, but otherwise this thing is mint. So yeah, I think we might be a McCoy logging fan in this particular playthrough. At this point, we have a backup weapon in the axe. Our claw hammer could use a little bit of TLC, to be honest. So let's see. We'll probably want to find one extra melee weapon, but otherwise we're doing okay. Any of these unlocked? Man. Oh, here we go. Plastic bottle. That'll be our new water bottle. Nothing else going there. Okay. Gonna avoid smashing windows yet. A ratchet wrench. You know what? Backup weapon, but we decided to do mechanics. That's not a bad idea. This van looks like it's in pretty solid condition too, actually. Ooh, there we go. Alright, so let's get a little bit closer, just so I can actually read the sign for this particular market. Yes, it is in fact Nourish Food Market, with technically only one broken window right now. So again, if we can keep this thing on lockdown, this would be a great base. We could theoretically surround this whole block with walls if we wanted to, and have entrance on the west side, the south side, and the east side for those roads. Probably block off the north side altogether and maybe just put like a pedestrian door in there. But yeah, this thing has very, very good potential for long-term basing. The only issue I need right now is a bed. We need to figure out how to get a bed in there, which means we need to craft one or transport. I don't think we can transport a bed though, like other things. I think we just need to build it. How do we go about the furniture, I'm guessing? Can I just type in bed? All recipes. Make a bed. Oh, okay, I'm probably going to have to pick one up then, I guess, so. That could be interesting. We got a little mini hoard there. Furniture store would be really nice. Let's see. Again, this short-sightedness challenge is not what I intended. ABCD driving school. United Shipping Logistics. Ooh, that could be a kind of a random grab bag of items. Actually, it looks like there's nothing in here. Okay. Oh, lighter. Never know when that'll come in handy. Okay. I don't think there's much in the driving school that we would want to use, so we'll just kind of jog by that. Bakery. Go to bread. I don't know if there's a pun there that I'm not missing or really catching. Go to bread. Either way, let's save all these delicious pieces of pie. I'm sure there's a nearby fridge we can chuck them in. So these are not, as far as I can tell, those are not refrigerated. Those are simply display cases. I love coffee, which is kind of cool. Jog around here. Here's a fridge. Here's the freezer even. Cow's milk. I don't know if cow's milk actually freezes, but we'll throw it in the freezer. All these go in the freezer as well. And then we fill up our bottle with water. Fill plastic bottle. And then I'm honestly just going to chuck the glass bottle because that's kind of a waste of weight. Alright. good, looking good. Okay, I'm getting nervous because I'm feeling more confident, and in Zomboid, when you feel confident, it's usually when you die. So, let's see here. I don't want vision impairment any more than I already have. Work boots. What are these? Oh, that's the door. That's spooky. So somebody knows I'm here. We know there's riding boots back here. We've got a variety of other boot and sneaker options. Let's go ahead and pop this open. Oh, we're gonna have to move. Okay, this is not a ton of zombies to be honest. Should be manageable, but we'll see. Test out my new stomping boots here, potentially. Ooh, why am I going so slow? Am I panicked? I don't know. It's like I'm just really slow with my swings. And stop. Somebody decided not to join the group. That's fine. Alright, let's check these corpses. Problem is when you whack a zombie, the glasses are the first thing to fly off. So you can't just check the corpse, you gotta check the ground nearby. And of course, without glasses, it's hard to see anything on the ground nearby. Alright. So again, we're trying to keep windows and doors intact when possible. Ooh, there's another little pocket down here. I see. Ooh, very, very nice vehicle. Chevalier Dart. This thing is also nearly mint condition. And it is currently locked, so we're going to have to kill a couple zombies. Again, I think at 42, the key spawning is a little different. So in old builds of the game, it mattered where you killed the zombies. But in build 42, it matters where they spawn. So in this instance, I can't simply bring a zombie near a car and kill it, hoping that the key will spawn. I have to hope that the zombie was spawned very close to the car, and that it already has said key on its person. So, slight change there. Basically means your odds of getting a key to a specific vehicle are much less likely in build 42. But it's still possible. This guy was here, you know, it's day one, so all these zombies inevitably spawned near this vehicle. Look at that, my weapon just broke there. Claw hammer head popped off. So we're going to have to switch over to probably our ratchet wrench. That's what I will now equip as my primary weapon. So I'm glad I went ahead and made sure to get that because I knew that the handle was about to break. The claw hammer head fell off, so that means it's still usable if we find a new handle. Let's check the trunk here. Another ratchet wrench. Well, two are better than one. Be a nice wide open parking lot here. I'm just trying to think of other things that would have key for a Nyala. I don't think this is a Nyala though, ironically. We'll see though. That's a dart. Yeah, this might be a Nyala. It does show me the key icon. Yes. So we have a key, but it is in fact very out of gas. Pop that out of the ignition. Duly noted. There is here a Southeastern Painting Services. No job too small. Flashlight. Not a bad idea to grab that. In the trunk, lots of paint, so we'll grab the key out of this actually. No reason to, well, let's, I don't know, I don't want the battery to die. Can we put the key in the ignition and just leave it there? Without the battery being active? It's going to be active. Okay, so we'll pull it out. Okay, the rest of this van doesn't look like it's in the best condition, but batteries can be swapped. So there's no reason to let those drain. Check a few more vehicles, and then I think we need to get back to base for the evening here. It's about 8 p.m. local Zomboid time. And yeah. So one thing I will say is, again, I'm not sure if it was just luck of the draw, if there's a variety of potential places you could spawn in for this challenge. Again, the description did imply that you would spawn with a few more ailments, a broken bone, some sort of sickness, things of that nature. So it does seem like I got pretty lucky in terms of the way it shook out for me. But at this point, we're basically looking at a standard Zomboid playthrough. With short-sightedness until I get those glasses figured out. But once I get prescription glasses, then it's going to be kind of a more standard playthrough. So I'm going to keep working on this one here and seeing how far we can actually go. Oh! Alright. Okay. That was a little shocking here. We already got a digital watch, so we're good there. Alright. Just close that door. This is the driving school. You know, goes to reason somebody might have... A doodle of a scary monster. Can I actually look at that? Can I read it? Can I grab it? No? Can I grab? Look at picture. Let's see. What is it? No. Recently seen. Alright. I'm sure that was horrifying to look at. I can only imagine. Ooh, there's a light switch. And a box. Okay. Nothing going there. So we might be spending the evening kind of laid out on an office chair in the upstairs portion of the grocery store. And our Nourish food market. I keep saying Nourish. Too many brands. Nourish food market. Perfect timing though, we're starting to get a little hungry. Hop back in here and have some of this delicious fresh food before it starts to go bad. Let's have, let's eat some yogurt. Then, ooh, there's lard. What is that? 4,095, even more calories than the butter, which makes sense. Let's grab some cherries. Just top off the food a little bit here. Might go upstairs and call it an evening for this first day of the hospital patient challenge. Character's not exactly tired yet, so why don't we... Let's do another little rockabout outside here. Actually, I want to double check the back area. And you know what? Why don't we attempt to get a few more Zeds. Let's sneak over here and just peel off a few of these guys. Do a little whisper. Anybody's gonna... Just get a little closer. I think the whisper radius is like 10 tiles, maybe? 10, 15 tiles. I don't know how it works on the diagonal, but it's pretty short for good reason. They don't want you to attract a whole horde. Nothing going there. Again, we're at 9 p.m. local Zomboid time. Got a few more creeping up on us, so let's back off again. Again, always check the rear. And we have less good traits than we used to. Namely, there's no keen hearing, so zombies can easily sneak up. We have no radius behind us. Usually there's like a little 5-tile radius. Huh. Definitely not multi yet. I think we are on apocalypse settings for combat. Not sure. I mean, I do seem to be killing them pretty quickly, but I don't think I have multi-hit going. Just take quite a few whacks with the Good boot. Let's move down the aisle here. Again, there's probably some zombies that I left back here when I gave me the slip earlier. Yep, there's a few next to the... I think that's a VHS store. If my blurry eyes don't deceive me. Let's check in the back here. Eatery. Nope, it's locked. Zombie here. Also locked. Let's go down around. Clear our corners. That looks to be a school. I can't quite read it, but yeah, I'm going to assume that's a school. Let's go down this way. Now, if I was a betting man, I think school actually would be the best place to find glasses. So if we don't find any on these random zombies, then we'll have to go there, but I think I'm going to wait for another day to check the school out, because there are quite a few Zeds kind of chilling. Also, along the front wall there, you see about 5 or 6 just leaning against the front doors. So we don't want to fight those all when we're a little exhausted. Alright, I think that's good for now. Getting sneaking XP, which means there's zombies nearby. I don't believe you can level up sneaking unless you're around zombies, so let's try this door. And of course, I think this is a mechanic shop or it's a bank. Mail. Oh, it's a mail department. Got it. Well, hey, there's parcels contain any variety of items. What's this? A copy express. Mailbag has all sorts of magazines and stuff in it. Oh, okay. Alright. I can pick up what you're putting down. So that would be great if we're able to find something like our ever sought after generator magazine. One of these mailbags. All the mailbags on the ground. We want to get everything out in the open. Somebody's banging on something. Okay, well, we'll fight that battle when it bashes through the door. Small parcel. Toaster. Next sweater. It's like Christmas. You never know what's going to be in each of these little bags. Wine. Very fun. Extra small parcel. A bobber and a cigar. You don't find too many bobbers just randomly floating around. Oh, I wasn't even trying to make that fun. Alright, again, I'll come back for these if and when I want to. Just really looking for that generator magazine. A lot of microwaves and appliances going through the mail. I didn't expect that. Towels. These out. Okay, extra small. I feel like the extra small is where the glasses would be if they were in anything. Got a pocket knife. Ooh, pocket knife. Yes, please. Not so much for combat, but for everything else. Can't go wrong with a good pocket knife. For crafting, for food preparation, all that. A mini fridge. Okay. Now my question is this parcel going to be as heavy as a fridge? It says 10 kilos for the fridge. Parcel is also technically 11 kilos. So there is a little bit of weight on top. Got it. Keep moving down the line here. Another mailbag. It's kind of fun. It's like an unboxing video. You know what? Let's keep an eye out for maps, because the maps will be the way that I figure out exactly where I am in the world. I still think I have an idea. I just don't know for sure yet. Also, I really wish the banging would stop. I think that's against the door. Oh, wow, this is a lot. Parcels, parcels, parcels. Welders. Golf club. You know what? Some of these brochures now actually give you information as well. So, like, for instance, if I'm looking at the, what is it? The Wellington blah 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 golf club. Wellington Heights Golf. If we read this, it actually gives you a little bit of a cool little, you know, lore dump thing. But also, if you click on the map, it shows you where this actual golf club is. And then we can start to kind of piece things together. Like, that is clearly off to the north and northeast of where we are. And if I'm not mistaken, that SV can only mean Louisville. So, Wellington Heights, I believe that is Louisville. So we are presumably somewhere in the vicinity of... Wow, we're actually closer to Louisville than I thought. Huh. Alright, duly noted. I mean, this is not a bad spot to start any kind of run, to be honest, because... Well, let's just see. Is this where the zombie is? No? Oh, is he right here, banging against that door? Who knows? There's a little miniature pack that's been creeping up on us. Let's kill them. And then I think we're going to head back to base for the day. Just for our temporary nourish base. That camo baseball bat, that's kind of cool. Oh. See that? Yeah, I think this is definitely apocalypse settings. I don't think there's any kind of multi-hit. Normally, you at least have multi-hit with pushes. You can shove a couple away. So, in this particular setting, I don't like to fight any more than like 2 or 3 at a time. This is my absolute combat limit. Frankly, I'd rather not do this. Just don't have much of a choice right now. If I can push them off, they're a little off kilter here. 1 at a time. Kind of a take a ticket. Take one. Oh, very close. Don't like that. Alright, let's stomp. You're dead. Yep, you're dead. I know there's another one around here because I saw him lingering somewhere off to the south, so we'll have to come back around at some point for that. Let's check these corpses and then we'll make ourselves scarce for the day. Okay, nothing really going there. Is this the door that I'm hearing? Yes. I don't like that. Yeah, I don't like that. We're gonna leave before they break that door down. I'm gonna leave the zombie back for its base a little bit. We'll kill him in the street. And then we'll call it there. It doesn't sound like there's many, but there's at least, I think, 2 or 3 behind that door. If it was just one, I don't think we'd hear the frequency of the banging on the door be quite that much. And it does occur to me that the best bed around might be where this whole thing started. Back at the doctor's office. The same bed I woke up with. So I think that's what we'll do. A very appropriate kind of return to the source of this whole challenge. We're going to go back to the doctor's office here to lay down for the evening. And I'm going to consider that a very successful day 1 for the hospital patient challenge. Again, I'm going to do a little bit of research and see if I'm supposed to have had started with some negative, you know, ailments or even like a broken bone. A broken bone of any kind is really a huge, you know, negative trait to start with. But for now, I think we'll go ahead and lay back down where this all began, and we'll call it for the day. Get some sleep here. I'm not going to set an alarm. We'll just sleep until we're rested up. We've had quite an impact on our immediate little vicinity here. And again, if you made it this far in the episode, please feel free to like and subscribe. And until next time, this has been Tallidus Plays.